inquiry form. It indicates that after further discussions, reviewing the evidence, and speaking freely amongst the jurors, we are still unable to reach a unanimous decision. So at this time, what I am going to do is just declare a mistrial against this decision. So at this time, what I am going to do is just declare a mistrial against mistrial.
Breaking news in the YNW Melly case, it has been declared a mistrial. Let's get into what the judge had to say.
Indicate to you that how much we appreciate the fact that you were here and willing to serve. One thing I try to tell jurors at the beginning of the trial process, all through voir dire, is how much we appreciate the fact that they're here and willing to serve. Our system doesn't work without getting people from the community to come in here and listen to the facts of the case and make decisions. These type of decisions, they're hard decisions. We very much appreciate the fact that you gave us the time because we've been here a long time. We understand that. You gave us the time and you put your best effort to see if you can bring the case to a resolution. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to happen. But I want to thank you again for your time and consideration of the case. I also want to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and vote should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. The lawyers and their representatives are not permitted to initiate any communication with you about the trial. However, you may speak with the lawyers or anyone else about the trial. You also have a right to refuse to speak with anyone. A request may come from those who are simply curious or from those who might seek to find fault with you. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror or not. And again, I want to thank you very much for your time and attention. It's very much appreciated. You're free to go. All right, score time. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Let the record reflect the jury stepped out. Counsel Manuel won't defend. So, regarding the exhibits, Counsel, how do you want to handle that?
We'll take them, Judge.
Take them now or later time? I don't know. You had some exhibits today. Whatever defense exhibits you pick them up.
What type?
All right. So, how do you want to address this now, Counsel?
And you set a deadline date, you pick, you have to start within 90 days, unless you're going to start to waive that.
We're not prepared to make that decision right now. I would ask that we set this in a week for our status report.
Stay of the objection now?
No, Your Honor.
So why don't we put it on the docket for next Friday?
Just check to make sure we're all available.
You said it would.
Thereabouts.
It's not a problem.
That's the 28th.
Is that good?
Is that good? That's good for me?
I know at least Mr. Allison will be here, so that's good enough.
Is that good?
Yes.
You're already on the 28th, so.
Is that okay?
I'll be here, Judge.
Yes.
We're all good?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's see you back the 28th.
All right, sir.
Did you give them a notice?
So it appears that they rescheduled for another court date at a later time. What do you think? The world is watching and waiting. I mean, this must be exhausting for the attorneys to have to go through this all over again, for the jury to have to go through this all over again. Do you think YNW Melly is going to get off, or Or do you think that this is just going to result in a brand new trial, a brand new jury, and that eventually he will be found guilty? The world is watching. The world is watching. In my opinion, I think it's going to be very difficult to for him to beat this, but that's just my opinion. What is your opinion? I want you to leave your opinion in the comment section. Do you think this is just going to result in an entire new trial and that eventually he will be found guilty? The thing that I see is now the defense, they notice like everything that the prosecution is coming with, because trial one, the prosecution was forced to lay out all of the evidence. And now the defense can simply tailor the second trial. If there is a second trial, they can tailor it to pretty much rebutting everything that the prosecution came with on the trial one. So this is going to be a very difficult case for both the defense and the prosecution, because they've already showed all of their cards. They've showed all of their hands. And now if a trial two goes into motion, this may be one of the longest, drawn out, exhausting trials in history, in Florida history. Overall, I understand why the verdict can determine if a man lives or dies. And that is a heavy weight to put on any juror, to make that final decision if he lives or if he dies, because if he's found guilty, he very well can face the death penalty, or he can be serving life in jail without any possibility of parole. Once again, my name is King Messiah. I want you guys to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. We are building this platform day by day, video by video, and your support is very needed. Over and out.